So yesterday, um, I started seeing people utilizing the hashtag fire James Gunn. Come on now. Like this is getting out of hand. All right. And I go back to this whole thing. All right, where I go back to this whole thing that this I- is it mostly the one section of fans doing this? Yes, it is. And here's the thing. I have one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. I just picked 7 tweets. 7. The first 7 that popped up when I typed in this hashtag. The first 7. It was this one here. And obviously, you can tell it's a Restore the Snyderverse tag right with it. This one, Fire James Gunn, Restore the Snyderverse. This one, Fire James Gunn, and then has his whole Henry Cavill spiel here. This one, Fire James Gunn is trending. If it's one step closer to getting us the air cut and the karma for axing Batgirl and firing Henry Cavill, then sure, what this guy has produced is not what I like or want from DC. Now, these last 2 are ridiculous. I've explained over and over and over and over again. James Gunn had nothing to do with 1, the Ayer cut, 2, Batgirl, or 3, what happened to Henry Cavill. Yet these people believe what a lot of these uh, clout chasers are saying. All these hacks keep saying. That's why I call out these people that spread misinformation all the time. Because this person has it wrong, but they'll never listen to me, despite me telling the truth, despite me saying James Gunn didn't fire Henry Cavill. James Gunn isn't the reason everything went down with Henry Cavill that went down. It's not James Gunn's fault. James Gunn did not axe Batgirl. James Gunn had nothing to do with David Ayer's Suicide Squad. Then there is this one here. The real world's finest. Fire James Gunn, restore the Snyderverse. Then this one. Dawn of Justice is the greatest comic book superhero movie ever made. Fire James Gunn. Restore the Snyderverse. Fire James Gunn. And then you have Henry Cavill. So you have all of these that are simply showcasing Restore the Snyderverse or being Snyder fans. And this hashtag was trending like crazy yesterday. And I sit there and I say, why? Why is this trending? Why make this trend? Why is this happening? Okay, it's ridiculous. So, do they not remember that they fought for what's called artistic integrity? That is what they fought for. That is what they pushed for. It wasn't just for Zack Snyder. It was for all artists' integrity, for them to be able to showcase their art. Yet they're not allowing an artist to have artistic integrity. They're not allowing an artist to showcase his art. The hypocrisy, the ridiculousness behind it. I get that. I'm not taking away their ability, their want to say, I prefer the Snyderverse, or I like the Snyderverse, or I don't like what James Gunn creates. That's their opinion. They can have that opinion. They can have that opinion until they're blue in the face. They can talk about it all they want. But to sit there and say, fire James Gunn continuously makes them just as bad, if not worse, than those who pushed Zack Snyder out of Warner Brothers, than those who pushed out Ben Affleck, than those who caused havoc for the actors of the Justice League. They're hypocrites, is what they are. Again, it's pathetic. Now, you see here, this person goes, me seeing fire James Gunn trending, but not seeing legitimate reasons why he should be fired. It's very true. There are no legitimate reasons for him to be fired. Mostly what they're saying is fire James Gunn because I don't like his stuff. All right. That's not a legitimate reason to fire somebody. You haven't seen his movie. You don't know what's going on. You just don't like his stuff. Like, okay. This guy here goes, can we all just grow up and stop with the fire James Gunn crap? It's exhausting and childish. You think for a second James is trying his best to bring you the best material he can? Hasn't he proven how much he loves the DC characters over and over? It's exhausting. Yeah. And then fire James Gunn people. Get a life. It's very, very true. It's pathetic. It is getting very, very pathetic. And I don't know what else people can be told. I don't know what else people need to be told, because we're at a point where the DCU is here. The DCEU is continuing. It doesn't matter if James Gunn gets fired or not. You're not getting the Snyderverse back. There are some people who will sit there and say, oh, I see a path where it's going to come back. I do. There isn't. They're going to say, well, they keep making toys for it. Yeah, well, they keep making toys for Superman 78. They keep making toys for Michael Keaton's Batman. They keep making toys for the animated stuff from the 90s and the 2000s. That doesn't mean those things are coming back, man. Like, they just want to make money, and they know that toys will sell. But what won't make them money is spending millions of dollars on movies that aren't going to make them those millions of dollars back. And that's what people don't get. It's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. You know, and I'm not sitting here bashing any of them. That's the thing. I'm sitting here trying to speak to them, saying, you're calling for a man to get fired. For what? Because he's making a Superman movie? Because he's making a movie that you may or may not like. You're choosing not to like it because you're not giving it a chance. Full stop. Full stop. That is why you're asking for James Gunn to be fired. That's it. Full stop. That is why you're asking for James Gunn to be fired. Because there's legitimately no other reason to ask for him to be fired. Zero. He didn't fire Henry Cavill. He didn't screw over Henry Cavill. He didn't do anything to Zack Snyder. He didn't screw over David Ayer. He didn't cancel the Batgirl movie. He didn't destroy the DCEU. He did nothing to hurt your beloved Zack Snyderverse. He was hired to do a job. He's doing said job. Just because you choose to not want to even give it a chance does not mean that he should lose his job. As I said, that is hypocritical. And in a way, it is worse, if not, less worse, but it is at least just as bad as what the studio did to Zack Snyder. It's that simple. And whether you want to hear that or not, I'm sorry. It's the truth. It's the truth. So you can be hypocrites. You can be complete assholes all you want. You can have your opinions. I'm not coming after your opinion. I know there's people out there that come after your opinions and say, you're wrong about the Snyderverse. I'm not doing that. All I'm saying is, think about how you're approaching this. Think about how you're approaching this. And why would Warner Brothers, why would DC Studios want to say, these people, they're calling for an artist to be fired. Why? No, he's just not making something they want. You know what? Let's give them what they want then. Like, use your head. That's all I'm saying. Use your head. That's all I'm saying.